Let me start with something that doesn't get discussed enough in my clinic, or in most doctors' offices for that matter. Poor circulation in the legs is not simply an inconvenience. For adults over 60, it is one of the primary drivers of fall risk, muscle weakness, nerve damage, chronic fatigue, and loss of independence. And yet, the most common advice most seniors receive is, drink more water, walk more, elevate your legs. I'm Dr. James Whitfield, a vascular health and geriatric nutrition specialist, and while that standard advice isn't wrong, it addresses symptoms rather than the underlying physiological cause, a dramatic decline in your body's production of nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for keeping your arteries relaxed, wide open, and delivering blood efficiently to your legs and feet. After 60, your blood vessels produce significantly less nitric oxide than they did in your 40s. The result is vessels that stiffen, narrow, and struggle to deliver adequate oxygen and nutrients to your lower extremities. Today, I'm ranking 10 drinks from least effective to most powerful, so you know exactly what's worth your time and money and what's not. Stay through the end, because the top 2 drinks on this list have clinical research behind them that most people have never seen. Drink number 10, plain water. Water is non-negotiable. Dehydration thickens blood, slows circulation, and increases cardiovascular strain, all of which worsen leg circulation directly. Drink 8 glasses daily without question. But here is what the research actually shows. Hydration alone improves blood flow in older adults by approximately 8%, according to studies in the Journal of Applied Physiology. That is not enough to meaningfully counter the nitric oxide decline driving your circulation problems. Water maintains baseline function, it does not rebuild vascular capacity. Think of it as preventing your engine from seizing, not making it run better. Drink number 9, green tea. Green tea contains catechins that modestly improve endothelial function, the health of your blood vessel lining, and studies show approximately 12% improvement in flow-mediated dilation with consistent consumption. That is a real benefit, but a slow one. Results require 8 to 12 weeks of daily drinking, and missing even a few days resets progress. One preparation mistake I see constantly: brewing green tea with boiling water. Temperatures above 170 degrees Fahrenheit destroy up to half the catechins responsible for circulation benefits. Use water that is cooled slightly after boiling. Green tea earns its place in a healthy daily routine for its antioxidant and cognitive benefits. For leg circulation specifically, it is not moving the needle fast enough. Drink number 8, tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice contains anthocyanins, plant pigments that reduce arterial wall inflammation and allow blood vessels to relax more effectively. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found approximately 18% improvement in blood flow after 12 weeks of daily consumption. The clinical concern I raise with my patients: a standard cup of tart cherry juice contains roughly 30 grams of sugar. For the majority of Americans over 60, many of whom are managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, that sugar spike can impair circulation in the short term, partially offsetting the anthocyanin benefit. If you use tart cherry juice, dilute it significantly. 1 part juice to 3 parts water, consumed in the morning. Never drink it straight. And if you are managing blood sugar actively, discuss it with your physician first. Drink number 7, pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice works through a different mechanism than cherry juice. Rather than simply increasing nitric oxide production, its unique antioxidant compounds, punicalagins, protect existing nitric oxide from being degraded by free radicals. Studies have shown 22% improvement in blood flow and meaningful reductions in arterial plaque over 1 year of consistent use. The practical barriers: pomegranate juice contains even more sugar than tart cherry juice, approximately 32 grams per cup, and costs $12 to $15 per bottle. If you use it, buy only pure, unsweetened varieties and dilute heavily. It is effective, but there are better options higher on this list at a fraction of the cost. Drink number 6, unsweetened cocoa drink. Pure cocoa, not hot chocolate powder, not sweetened cocoa mixes, but plain unsweetened cocoa powder mixed with hot water or warm milk is a legitimate circulation booster. A meta-analysis of 42 clinical studies found that cocoa flavanols improved blood flow by an average of 24%, with effects beginning within 2 hours of consumption. The therapeutic dose is 20 to 30 grams of pure cocoa powder daily, which delivers approximately 500 to 700 milligrams of flavanols. This is the range where clinical effects become measurable. I've had patients tell me they feel warmth returning to their feet within 2 hours of drinking properly prepared cocoa. That response is real and documented. The critical preparation rule: use only unsweetened cocoa powder. Adding sugar defeats the purpose entirely. Sweeten with a small amount of stevia or monk fruit if needed. Both are blood sugar neutral. Drink number 5. Fresh watermelon juice. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of L-citrulline, an amino acid your body converts directly into nitric oxide. A 16-ounce glass of fresh watermelon juice provides approximately 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, a dose that research associates with 28% improvement in arterial function after 6 weeks, meaningful blood pressure reduction, and decreased arterial stiffness. Patients who commit to daily watermelon juice consistently report warmer feet within 3 days and reduced leg heaviness within 1 week. The primary limitation is seasonal availability. Fresh watermelon juice is most practical in summer months. Year-round sourcing requires purchasing whole watermelons continuously, which becomes expensive and inconvenient. When available, this drink earns its place in the top tier without question. Drink number 4. Hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea is the most underutilized circulation drink on this entire list, and one of the most affordable. A 6-week clinical study found that consistent hibiscus tea consumption reduced blood pressure by an average of 11 points and improved blood flow by 31%. Those are not modest numbers, and unlike green tea, hibiscus produces noticeable results within 10 days for most people. The mechanism? Hibiscus contains organic acids and anthocyanins that improve endothelial function, the health of your blood vessel lining, while simultaneously reducing the vascular inflammation that narrows arteries over time. Preparation: steep 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water for 10 minutes. Drink twice daily, morning and evening. A box costs approximately $3 and lasts a month. This is one of the best values in evidence-based circulation support available. One important clinical caution: hibiscus can lower blood pressure significantly. If you are currently taking antihypertensive medications, speak with your physician before making this a daily habit. The combined effect can cause blood pressure to drop too far. Drink number 3. Fresh celery juice. Celery juice became a wellness trend surrounded by exaggerated claims, but for circulation specifically, the underlying science is legitimate. Celery is dense with natural dietary nitrates. When you consume these nitrates, a 2-step conversion process begins immediately. Bacteria on your tongue convert nitrates to nitrites, and your stomach acid then converts nitrites into nitric oxide. A 16-ounce glass of fresh celery juice delivers approximately 250 milligrams of nitrates, enough to increase measurable blood flow by 35 to 40% within 3 hours. Research published in the journal Hypertension confirmed that dietary nitrates from whole vegetables improved vascular function more effectively than synthetic nitrate supplements, a finding that supports whole food approaches over pills. Preparation requirements: 4 to 5 large celery stalks juiced fresh. Drink on an empty stomach first thing in the morning for maximum nitrate absorption. Consume immediately. Nitrates degrade quickly after juicing. Practical limitation: you need a juicer, which not everyone has. The taste is earthy, salty, and strongly vegetal, an acquired preference. But for patients who commit to it, the circulation results are among the fastest on this list. Drink number 2. Arugula smoothie. Arugula holds the highest natural nitrate concentration of any commonly available vegetable, significantly higher than spinach, beets, or celery on a per-gram basis. 2 cups contain approximately 480 milligrams of dietary nitrates. Studies tracking nitrate-rich leafy green consumption found 42% improvement in blood flow after 2 weeks of daily intake. That is a substantial effect, and patients who commit to it describe visible changes: warmer feet, reduced leg cramping, improved walking endurance, and noticeably better skin color on the lower legs within 3 to 4 weeks. My recommended recipe: 2 cups arugula, 1 cup frozen blueberries, antioxidant support, half a banana, potassium for blood vessel function, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk. Blend and drink immediately. Nitrates degrade within 20 to 30 minutes of blending. The honest practical barrier: this requires a blender, fresh arugula purchased regularly, and daily commitment. Not every older adult finds that sustainable. But for those who do, this smoothie outperforms most prescription circulation interventions I've seen, without side effects and at approximately $2 per serving. Drink number 1. Beetroot juice. I had a patient, a 74-year-old retired firefighter named Robert, who came to me with severe claudication, leg cramping so painful when walking that he had stopped going to the grocery store alone. He was on 2 prescription medications for circulation with limited improvement. Within 3 weeks of adding 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning, he walked 2 miles without stopping. His follow-up blood pressure readings dropped by 14 points. Beetroot juice delivers 300 to 400 milligrams of dietary nitrates per 8-ounce serving, the most concentrated drinkable nitrate source available. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide with remarkable efficiency, and the vascular effects are well documented. A landmark study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults drinking beetroot juice daily for 15 days showed 45% improvement in leg blood flow, 38% reduction in arterial stiffness, and 22% improvement in walking endurance. The effect begins within 2 to 3 hours of the first glass and compounds with consistency. How to use it correctly. 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning on an empty stomach. Wait 30 minutes before eating. This maximizes nitrate absorption. Buy only pure pressed beet juice with no added ingredients. Read labels carefully. Do not rinse with mouthwash immediately after drinking. Mouthwash destroys the oral bacteria that convert nitrates to nitrites, eliminating a key step in the absorption chain. Expect pink-colored urine in 10 to 15% of people. This is harmless, called bituria. If you have a history of kidney stones, consult your physician first. Beets contain oxalates. Most grocery stores carry pure beetroot juice for $6 to $8 per bottle. You can also juice 4 medium beets fresh if you have a juicer. Here is the practical daily framework I recommend to patients. Morning, empty stomach. 8 ounces pure beetroot juice, your daily foundation. Afternoon, hibiscus tea or fresh celery juice. Pick one and stay consistent 3 to 4 times per week. Arugula smoothie as a meal replacement or alongside breakfast. Timeline of expected results. Days 1 to 3, warmer legs, reduced heaviness. Week 1, cramping diminishes noticeably. Week 2, improved walking endurance and reduced numbness. Month 1, meaningful, measurable circulation improvement. 3 mistakes that undermine every drink on this list. First, drinking nitrate-rich beverages with food rather than on an empty stomach. Absorption rates drop significantly when nitrates compete with digestion. Second, using commercial, sugar-added versions of these juices. Added sugar causes an insulin response that constricts blood vessels, directly counteracting the nitrate benefit. Pure, always. Third, expecting 3 days of effort to produce lasting results. Vascular healing is cumulative. Consistency over 30 days produces the transformation. Inconsistency produces nothing. One thing I want to address directly: circulation decline after 60 is real, but it is not irreversible. What I see in clinical practice consistently is that the adults who respond most dramatically to dietary interventions like these are the ones who also reduce their processed food intake simultaneously. Processed foods, packaged snacks, canned soups high in sodium, fast food, sweetened beverages, create vascular inflammation that works directly against everything these drinks are trying to accomplish. You cannot outdrink a pro-inflammatory diet. The adults who thrive in their 60s, 70s, and 80s are the ones who treat food as medicine consistently, not occasionally. Whole vegetables, natural nitrate sources, minimal processing, maximum nutrient density. That is the framework these drinks belong inside, not a replacement for it. Please maintain all prescribed medications and discuss any significant dietary changes with your physician, especially if you manage blood pressure, kidney disease, or blood-thinning medications. These drinks are powerful tools, but they work best as part of a medically supervised, whole food approach to aging well. Cold feet, cramping legs, numbness, unsteady walking, these are not simply the unavoidable costs of getting older. They are signals from a vascular system that is not receiving the specific nutritional support it needs to maintain function. The 10 drinks ranked today, from plain water at the foundation to beetroot juice at the top, represent a spectrum from baseline maintenance to genuine, clinically documented vascular restoration. The best ones work because they supply your body with the exact compounds it needs to produce nitric oxide again, not through supplements, not through expensive prescriptions, but through the natural chemistry of whole foods your body already knows how to use. Start with beetroot juice tomorrow morning. Commit to 30 days. Track how you feel. Tell me in the comments, which of these drinks are you already using, and which results surprised you most today? If this was helpful, please share it with someone whose legs aren't working the way they used to. Give it a like and subscribe to Senior Meal Coach for more evidence-based guidance built specifically for adults over 60. Your circulation can improve. Your independence is worth fighting for. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.